So, group anagrams. Given an array of strings, group the anagrams together. You can return the answer in any order. If two words are anagram, that means when you sort the two words, they're going to be the same thing. So let's look at the first example. Let's take it and sort it. If we sort it, we're going to get A, T, E. And when we sort T, we're also going to get the same thing, A, T, E. When we sort it, we're going to get A, T, E. What that tells us is that these three words, they are anagrams. So these three words can be said to be anagrams. So we group them together. That's why they've been put in the same list here. Et, it, T. So now let's look at this word to tan. T-A-N. Let's sort it. If you sort this word, you're going to get A and T. Let's take this word and also sort it. If we sort it, you're also going to get A and T. What this tells us is that tan and nat here are also anagrams. That's why they are also put together in the same list here. Then we are left with bat. So we put it here. It has no partner. So we are done and we return this. So that's all you have to do. So this question is pretty easy. I do not know why they mark it as medium, because all you have to do is to start a for loop and then go through them, and then as you go through them you sort them and then you make some checks and then you are done. So you can start a dictionary, you can initiate a dictionary, empty dictionary, and all you have to do is simple. You loop through the input string. So you first encounter it. What you gotta do is you sort it. If you sort it and then you put it here, you put it in the dictionary as a key. So A, T, E. So A, T, E is a key in the dictionary. First, when we meet this A, T, E, it, we sort it first and then we put it as a key in the dictionary. And then its corresponding value will be a list. So the list, we put the exact word there, the unsorted part, the unsorted version of the word. So it's it. So you put E, A, T inside the values. So the corresponding value is going to be a list. So we first meet it, right? We sort it and then use the sorted version as the key, and then the unsorted version as a value inside the list. And now we go to the next word, T. Let's sort it. If we sort it and then we check if it is the same as it, if it's the same as it, if it's the same as the first one, sorted. But here, after sorting it, we also get the same thing as this key. That means it belongs to this same list. So we put T inside this list here. Now we go to 10. We sort it. We get A and T. We compare it to this key. Is it the same as A, T, E? It's not the same. So we don't put it there. We create a new key inside the dictionary. So we have a new key here, which is A and T. This one, we sort it and then use it as another key. And then its corresponding values will be a list. And then we put the unsorted version there, 10. Now we continue to it. We sort it. We see that it's a key in the dictionary. So that means it belongs to the first key. So you put it in the first list here, A, T, E. And then we get to nat here. We sort it. We get ant. We see that ant exists as a key in the dictionary already. That means it belongs to this list. So you put nat here. Now we go to bat. We sort it. We get A, B, T. A, B, T is not a key in the dictionary. So we create a new key as A, B, T. And then its corresponding values will be a list. And then we put bat there. And then we are done. Then after that, then we loop through the values in the dictionary, and then and then we have an outer loop. Sorry, we have an outer list. Let's call it the output, which we are going to return. Then we look through the values in the dictionary. Then we pick this whole list, and then we append it here. We put this whole list here. We put this whole list here, and then we return that as our output, and then we are basically done. So now let's get to the code and see how it is done. It's pretty simple.
Hello. So for the solution, all that we gotta do is to create a dictionary. So let me call it anagram dictionary. And that is an empty dictionary. So we also have output, which we are going to have to return it. So that's an empty list. So now we go through the inputs. So for a string in the input, all that we do is to check if the sorted version of that string is not in the dictionary. If it's the sorted version, it's not a key in the dictionary, then we create a key with it in the dictionary. So anagram dictionary, that the sorted version of the string. We, we set it as a key in the dictionary, and then we assign to it a list which contains the unsorted version of the word or the string. That's what we do if it's not in it. But if it is inside it already, then we just take that corresponding list that's already there. So we just append the current string to that corresponding list. Because remember, each key will correspond to a list in the dictionary, and each list will contain anagrams. So if a specific key already exists, and then we want to append to it, we just append to that corresponding list. So that's what we do here. So if the sorted version of the word or of the string is not a key in a dictionary, then we create a key with it and then assign to it like that. The sorted version of the list we append to we add it to a new list and then put it there. But if it already exists, we just append the string, the original string to it like that. So we are almost done. So all we have to do is to go through the values in the dictionary. Remember, each value is a list. So we go through the list. So we take each list and then we append it to the output and then we are done. So for anagram lists in anagram dictionary, the values, all that we do is we take our output and we append anagram list to it. And that's the entire code. Believe me or not, that's the entire code, except one thing. Let me run it and then you're going to see the error here. This cannot be, this is not hashable, so it cannot be a key in a dictionary. So look at the error here. Unhashable type list. A list cannot be a key in a dictionary because it's not hashable. So we need to convert this to a tuple. Right, we convert it to a tuple. The same thing applies to here. So we sort it, we take each string, we sort it, we convert it to a tuple after that. So tuple of that. So tuple, because tuples are hashable, so we can use it. Now you're basically done. Nice. So now let me submit it. So now you see that it works and it's pretty efficient. And if you like the solution, kindly subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video on this channel. This is an amazing channel. Have a great day. See you later. Bye.